Good morning, class. Today we are going to practice the NCERT NEET exemplar questions from Chapter 2 Biological Classification. Question number 1, all eukaryotic unicellular organism belongs to. So the question asked is about the eukaryotic. So you should emphasize on this part, eukaryotic. Eukaryotic unicellular organism belongs to kingdom Protista. Okay, when we talk about Monera, they are unicellular but they are prokaryotic. Okay, unicellular prokaryotic. Fungi in that yeast is unicellular eukaryotic. Others are multicellular. Bacteria, when you talk about, it is also prokaryotic. So the correct answer is Protista. It is a all unicellular eukaryotic organism belongs to kingdom Protista. Is it clear, students? Now let us go to the second question. Question number 2. The 5 kingdom classification was proposed by. This is a direct question. So it is proposed by R.H. Whittaker. R.H. Whittaker proposed the 5 kingdom classification. Now let us see the other options. Linnaeus. Linnaeus is related to 2 kingdom classification. Okay. And Roxberg, he is related to the contribution by documenting Indian flora and advancing economic botany. And the information related to Virchow is, he said that the cells exist from the pre-existing cell. So new cells are being formed from the pre-existing cells. This information was given by Virchow. So the correct answer for this question number 2, the 5 kingdom classification was proposed by R.H. Whittaker. Now let us go to the third question. Organism living in salty areas are called as. This is also a direct question. Organism living in the salty area is called as Halophiles. The correct answer is organism living in salty areas are called as Halophiles. Now let us see about the other options. Methanogens. Methanogens are the organisms that live in marshy areas. Okay. And heliophytes are the plants that grow in direct sunlight. Thermoacidophiles are the organisms which can tolerate the acidic condition. They can live in acidic condition, hot springs, and they can tolerate the hot environment. So they are thermoacidophiles. So the correct answer for organism living in the salty areas is Halophiles. Now let us move to the question number 4. Question number 4. Naked cytoplasm, multinucleated and saprophytic are the characteristic of. Now this is a tricky question where you have to emphasize on naked cytoplasm. Naked cytoplasm means it do not have the cell wall. Cell wall is absent. Then you call it a naked cytoplasm. Multinucleated condition, that is the cell is having many nuclei, and saprophytic, they depend upon the dead organic matter. So among the option, we know that under Protista, there is a member called as slime molds. Slime mold. Slime mold depends upon the dead organic matter. They are multinucleated and they don't possess true cell wall. True cell wall is there only in their spores. Okay. So the correct answer for the question number 4, naked cytoplasm, multinucleated and saprophytic are the characteristics of slime molds. Okay. Now look at the other options. in that other options, you see Monera. When we talk about Monera, we know that they have the cell wall. Presence of cell wall is there in Monera. Okay, Protista. Protista, yes, Protista, it is having the all members are not having the naked cytoplasm. So we cannot go with the B option. Fungi, when we are talking about, they have the cell wall. We are coming to that under Protista, slime molds are the organisms which are having naked cytoplasm, they have multinucleated condition and they are saprophytic in nature. So the correct answer is D. Now let us move on to the next, that is question number 5. Question number 5. An association between roots of higher plants and fungi is called. Association means they are having symbiotic association, mutual benefit between two living organisms. So two living organism is the higher plant and the fungi. So living organism, higher plants and fungi, symbiotic association is shown by the Mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza is the group of fungi that live in association with higher plants and help the plant to absorb phosphorus from the soil, and in return plant them give them shelter and food. Okay, so the correct answer for question number 5 is Mycorrhiza. Now let us see the other option. When you talk about lichens, lichen is a association between algae and fungi. Okay, lichens is an association between algae and fungi. Now let us see the option B, ferns. Ferns are nothing but they are pteridophytes. Ferns are pteridophytes. So here the association between plants and fungi is asked. So option B is wrong. Now when you talk about the option D, BGA, that is blue-green alga. This is blue-green alga are cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria. So cyanobacteria is having association with plants, that is they are having association with cycas, that is coralloid roots. Okay, such roots where the cyanobacteria is in association with plant is called coralloid roots. They help in the nitrogen fixation. So the question asked about it, higher plants and fungi. So correct option is option C, Mycorrhiza. Okay, students. Now question number 6. Question number 6. A dikaryon is formed when? Dikaryon. First we need to understand what do you mean by a dikaryon. This stage is seen in the life cycle of fungi, that is Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes. They show a phase in their life cycle that is called as dikaryon, where the cell will be having two nuclei per cell, that is N plus N condition. The two nuclei will not fuse and show N plus N condition. Such a condition you call it a dikaryon. So the question asked is, when is the dikaryon formed? So for the formation of dikaryon, two haploid cells, first they fuse, means the protoplasm present in them will fuse but not the nuclei. So here the cell will fuse but the nuclei will not fuse immediately. That is why they are showing N plus N condition, which is seen in Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes. So meiosis is arrested? No, this is a wrong option. Arrested means meiosis will get stopped. No. Now the B option, the two haploid cells do not fuse immediately. Yes, the two haploid cells, the cytoplasm present in the cell is getting fused, but not the nuclei. The nuclei will not fuse immediately. So the correct option for the question number 6 is the option B. The two haploid cells do not fuse immediately. Cytoplasm does not fuse. No, this is the wrong answer. None of the above. The correct answer for the question number 6 is B. Now, let us move to the next, that is question number 7. Question number 7. Contagium vivi fluidum was proposed by. This is also a direct question, that is, the meaning is contagious living fluid. Contagious living fluid. The answer for this is option B, that is M.W. Beijerinek is the answer, who said that the virus can be filtered through the bacterial filters, and this fluid is contagious. When it is injected in the healthy plant, it is causing the disease. So he said that the fluid is having some living material which is infectious. Okay, now look at the other options. D.J. Ivanowsky. D.J. Ivanowsky is related with the discovery of virus. Stanley, he crystallized the fluid obtained from the tobacco plant, crystallization, and Robert Hooke is related with the discovery of the cell. So the correct answer for this question, it is a direct question. Contagium vivi fluidum was proposed by M.W. Beijerinek. Question number 8. Question number 8. Mycobiont and phycobiont are found in. Mycobiont. Mycobiont is the term related with fungi. Okay. And phycobiont is the term related with algae. These two will live in association with each other in the group called as lichens. So phycobiont and mycobiont live in association in the group called lichens. Okay. Now when you talk about Mycorrhiza, this is a association with higher plants with that of the fungi. Root is a organ of the plant. Then BGA, blue-green alga. In this blue-green alga, there is an association between higher plants and cyanobacteria. So here the question is asked about the association between fungi and algae. The correct option is option C, lichens. Question number 9. Question number 9. Difference between virus and viroid is. Now let us look on the first option. Absence of protein coat in viroid but present in viruses. So we know that the viroid will contain only the nucleic acid, that is RNA. They don't have protein coat. So the first option itself is a correct option. Now look at the other option. Presence of low molecular weight RNA. This information is true regarding viroid. Viroid is having presence of low molecular weight RNA. But here they have given in virus. So this information is wrong. It is not in virus, but it is there in viroids. Okay, so option B is wrong. Both B and C is also wrong, and none of the above is wrong. The correct option is option A, absence of protein coat in viroid but present in viruses. Question number 10. With respect to fungal sexual cycle, choose the correct sequence of events. This is also a direct question. We know that in the fungus, there are 3 steps in the sexual cycle. That is plasmogamy, karyogamy and meiosis, which is there in option C, plasmogamy, karyogamy and meiosis. Plasmogamy, here the protoplasm present in the 2 cells will fuse. Plasmogamy. Gamy means fusion. Then after the fusion of the protoplasm, then the nuclei will fuse. Nuclei fuse. Fusion of the nucleus is called as karyogamy. Then the condition will become 2n. Okay. Under that, meiosis will occur and haploid spores are formed from it. So the sexual cycle will have 3 sequential events. First is plasmogamy, then followed by karyogamy, then followed by meiosis. Question number 11. Question number 11. Viruses are non-cellular organisms but replicate themselves once they infect the host cell. To which of the following kingdom do viruses belong to? So, here we know that the criteria for an organism falling under kingdom, they should have a cell structure. They should have a cell structure. But question itself, they are given non-cellular organism. That means viruses do not have a cell structure. They are made up of nucleic acid and proteins. So they do not fall under the criteria of kingdom. So they don't belong to any of the kingdom. So the correct answer is none of the above. Question number 12. Question number 12. Members of Phycomycetes are found in. So the question is a direct question where they are asking you about the habitat of phycobionts. Okay, Phycomycetes. The class Phycomycetes, the fungus are having different habitat. They are aquatic habitat. Okay, aquatic habitat. They can grow on decaying wood. They can grow even in the moist and damp places, and they grow as obligate parasite on plants. Obligate means compulsory. Compulsory, they need a plant, okay, which is acting as a host, like for example albugo. Albugo, they are parasite on the mustard plant. So they can be showing all the habitat. So the correct answer is all of the above. The members of Phycomycetes are found in all the habitat: aquatic, on decaying wood, moist and damp places, and as obligate parasite on plants. So with this we have finished the practice of NCERT exemplar questions. Hope this is helpful for you. We will have the chapter 3 in the next session. Thank you.